it up, it's the sound. Wrestling all around. No ring, no hold down. Here we go, pound for pound. Feel the heat in the air. Every move, no despair. Trenching crowds everywhere. Hear the echo if you dare. Yeah, you're listening to wrestling tracks. Feel the smack. Play it back. In the spotlight we shine. Every match on the line. Hear the bell, it's our time. Moments are, that's the sign. Fly high, hit the mat. Put it up, it's the sound. Wrestling all around.
My bad. Sorry about that. Trying to give you the intro. We'll do that another time. I do apologize for that. It's my bad. They were different few days, a couple of days made.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Well, we begin from here, bruh.
And how about that SummerSlam?
Yeah. Let's talk about that, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we got a brand new Judgment Day too.
Yes. Liv Morgan is out. Damian Priest is out. We got Finn back.
No. You mean Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest is out.
Yeah. That sucks. Damian Priest is out. Liv Morgan is out. I'm sorry. Rhea Ripley is out. No longer Mommy. Rhea Ripley is out. Damian Priest is out. Now it's Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, Carlito, Finn Balor, J.D. McDonough.
Yep.
Judgment Day. They're no longer any more original members.
That is something. They get kicked out on the same night.
And that, bruh, Dominic picked Liv Morgan up. I knew it was going to happen. I know it was going to happen tonight. I'm like, that night, I'm like, ah, fuck. And then the kids are like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I kind of saw that coming after the match. I was like, well, she's out and she's in.
And then on top of that, the betrayal. Finn Balor put Gunther's foot on the ropes, helping Gunther in a way. Kind of technically, by the way, Gunther owes Finn Balor one, technically.
Well, I guess you can technically say that.
It's one that
if it hadn't been for Finn Balor, without question, Damian Priest would still be champ.
It's one to wink there, right there. So, yeah, Finn Balor, yeah, you kind of do a championship match at some point. Because Gunther owes you one. I was watching that, I'm like, shit, not tonight. Do this Monday, not tonight. Oh, bro. And then Judgment Day, as we knew it, crumbled before our eyes.
You know, Damian Priest can be spiteful and cause Finn Balor and JD the tag belts.
That could happen.
Which they are the champs, so the Judgment Day has 2 titles.
Later on that night, Solo Sikoa was dominating Cody Rhodes in the Bloodline Rules match. And the Bloodline was ganging up on Cody Rhodes. Help came for a little while in the form of Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. They kind of eased the odds a little bit by pushing them away a little bit into the crowd. And both of them were down.
The crowd with them.
Wait a minute, hold up. Right when both of them were down, all of a sudden, the heavens opened up, David. The heavens opened up. And God himself, a little bit too early, but who am I to judge? God himself gave the universe, the WWE Universe, a gift. The return of your original tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
You totally forgot about Jacob Fatu interfering and injuring himself when he put Cody Rhodes through that announce table.
I was gonna bring it up, but yeah.
That was before Roman Reigns came out. And I'm hoping, as is a couple other people, that the injury is not too extreme.
Maybe he just banged
remember, he just won the tag belts.
Maybe he just banged his knee or something. Hope it's not too, Hope he just it's like when you stump your toe at night. Hope it ain't too severe. We'll see.
Yeah, he was having trouble walking after the show.
Yeah.
So hopefully this is not too much of a bad thing. But going back to the big dog, Roman Reigns.
Now, questions are surrounding it come tomorrow, man. They might be answered, they might not. We might have more questions than answers, who knows? Is he gonna be a heel? Is he gonna be a face? Is this like, who knows? And with the heel time,
I don't think it matters now because people just want to see Roman.
Yeah.
No, what's going to happen is anyone's guess. Roman is still a tribal chief. Solo's letting that stuff go to his head.
At least with the tribal chief title, Roman Reigns earned the right to be tribal chief, but he in a match, and he was blessed by his father and uncle, and you have to be blessed by the elders to be a tribal chief.
That's right.
And technically, by the way, side note, technically The Rock is also a tribal chief because he's back 2004 into a trip to Samoa. The Rock was blessed by the elders as well. So you have to be blessed by the elders to be a chief in the first place. So Roman earned the right to be a chief. Solo just snatched the title for himself.
We can't forget about LA Knight. You got a new United. Some new champions have been crowned. Already mentioned Gunther. They had a very good match, by the way. LA Knight and Logan Paul had a really good match. A decent, solid match. And Logan Paul finally lost the United States Championship. LA Knight is the new United States champion.
Could that be an omen for things to come for the Paul brothers, David?
That could be.
Because later on in November, my birthday month, by the way, another Paul brother, Jake Paul, has to go to war with WWE Hall of Famer Mike Tyson in exhibition, but still. That's still a tough task.
I'm looking forward to that. Remember, he tried to knock out LA Knight, but that backfired.
Yeah.
Tried to knock out the megastar. Even Machine Gun Kelly interfering in a match didn't work.
I ain't seen Machine Gun Kelly and WWE programming because Kevin Owens powerbombed him.
I said that to myself. I was like, where's Kevin Owens and powerball him again? Oh, LA Knight can do it. But we got a brand new United States champion. And let's not forget Nia Jax. Is the new women's champion after beating Bayley. Of course, Nia Jax took advantage of Bayley because Bayley had her attention on Tiffany Stratton, who tried to cash in Money in the Bank.
This girl put a shoulder strap on the Money in the Bank briefcase.
I saw that.
Girl, you're doing too much. I talked to
tried to cash in, got taken out by Bayley, and then all that was just the ammunition Nia Jax needed to take advantage and win the title. And essentially, that's what happened.
Yeah. Now, there's several ways you can go about this, man. Because Nia is like you could do like Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar did back in 2021. You could make people parody. You could make Nia Jax or the Raw Women's Champion paranoid. You know, like hey, like I got the contract for a year, so hey, you can play mind games with people. You want to? You can be paranoid.
Hell, Tiffany can technically cash in on Nia Jax.
Not technically.
I won the title.
She can full well do it.
Yeah.
She can full well do it. She's Miss Money in the Bank. She cash in any champion she wants to.
She was like, promise you're not going to use this on me.
See, that's bullshit right there. The whole point of the contract, you cash in when you feel the time is right on the champion when you feel like it. Not promise you won't do this. Bullshit. Just like the Rumble. Just like the Royal Rumble. I say this time and time again, and I'll say it again. In this scenario, if me and David Bird was in the Royal Rumble, I would take no hesitation and throwing David over the top rope.
And I expect that. Because that would be my point of view. The same exact way.
Right?
And she's talking about, promise she ain't going to cash in. Nah, you got an opportunity, you cash in.
In this business is about checks and championships.
That's right.
And last time I checked,
anytime you get an opportunity, you got to take it.
Last time I checked, Frenchies don't pay the bill. Last time I checked.
Tiffany was like, okay. It's funny because I forgot she had the damn thing until she came out. I was like, oh.
See, that's all I'm talking about. See, she can make people paranoid. She can make people forget about it. And if you're smart, make people forget you miss Money in the Bank. If you're smart, make people forget about it. At the last second, they cash in. Everybody will be like, "Oh shit, I forgot about that."
That's a fact.
Yeah. Now, very few people can get away with doing that. Very few people. But if you're smart, make people almost forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
And if done properly, that's just a masterpiece.
Yeah. And how about All In is coming?
Oh yeah.
All In is coming, and it's shaping up to be a pretty interesting show. You know, one of the matches I'm looking forward to is, of course, Christian Cage versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Title, and I'm looking forward to MJF versus Will Ospreay.
No, you mean Brian Daniels versus Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah.
Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson, MJF versus Will Ospreay. Those are the two matches I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah.
Those two are going to be really, really good. But there's more. I mean, the Women's Championship, Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, will defend against Britt Baker, DMD. The Patriarchy will defend the 6-man tag team titles against the winner of the House of Black Bang Bang Bullet Club gang. So those are other matches that are going to take place on that show, as is Darby Allin, who's going to challenge for the TNT Championship. He's going to face Jack Perry. Jack Perry, no longer calling himself Jungle Boy, going by his real name, Timeless Tony Storm, will defend the AEW World Women's Championship against Mariah May.
Now, I would.
Then there's gonna be the Casino Battle Royal.
I wouldn't mind the at some point in that match. I wouldn't mind the kiss of death in that match. I wouldn't mind, for a little bit, I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind.
A kiss of death, huh?
Yeah. You're risking it all, though. I wouldn't mind.
Bryan Danielson doesn't beat Swerve Strickland, he retires.
And of course, I stand by my hypothetical. I would have put it all on the line, like not just retire, put it all on the line. Like you can't wrestle nowhere. I talk about nowhere. I mean, honestly, absolutely nowhere. You can't go to Japan, can't go to Mexico, can't go to Canada, can't go to India, can't go to Asia, can't any of the continents. You can't go nowhere.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Once you're done, you're done. Now, of course, you can be in the Hall of Fame all you want to. Absolutely, no problem. Once you after the Hall of Fame induction, go sit down somewhere. You go be a husband, be a daddy, and that's all you do.
That reminds me of a match that Vince was in years ago. I forget what match it was. He was like, nobody's to interfere in this match. Nobody. Yeah. Anybody remotely related to this company and this business at all, I'll see to it that they don't work for nobody. Anyway,
Hulk Hogan,
anybody. Anybody.
I believe that was against Hulk Hogan. I think that was against Hulk Hogan.
Probably, I think so. Maybe, I don't remember. It might have been Hogan, yeah.
Right. Nobody wants to interfere. If Hogan loses, he can't wrestle nowhere.
Like nowhere. For nobody. Anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm looking forward to those matches. Adam Cole, somebody was like, what happened to him? God's still injured.
And
that's why Adam Cole has not been on television. He's been injured, and he should be back pretty soon. Of course, I did see TMZ spotted Alexa Bliss going in and out of the performance center, so you know what that means. She's training for her comeback. She already had her baby.
Man, I saw
she'll be back soon.
I saw Alexa Bliss with her pig. Bruh, I cried, bruh. Oh yeah, bruh, man cried. The pig was so cute.
Alexa Bliss.
The pig was so cute, bruh. I don't like pigs like that. I like pigs as dinner. I don't like pigs as pets.
Oh wow.
Pig was so cute. He was so delicious. He was cute though.
So delicious. It's like she was gone. She was gone from maternity leave.
Yeah. So speaking of delicious, happy birthday to the lovely Sable. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she is celebrating her birthday.
Her delicious self. Happy birthday to you.
There's another one who's been gone. That's on maternity leave. Valhalla's missing. She got pregnant again. Baby number 2.
All these babies running around WWE, man.
Yep. I guess you can still make babies and have a wrestling career.
And it won't be long. Not that it won't happen. I'm just saying. It won't be long before these babies grow up and get the wrestling bug. And like, Mom and Dad, I want to wrestle.
It's like, you want to do what? Maternity leave. Yeah, Ruby Soho is also currently pregnant.
Hey, got all these babies around here, man.
She's currently off TV because of that. People are missing in action due to being pregnant.
Man, forget WrestleMania, baby. Forget WrestleMania babies. These are SummerSlam babies.
SummerSlam babies, WrestleMania babies, Royal Rumble babies.
Bruh. Oh, man.
Well, I thought SummerSlam overall was pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah. This morning, I was in an earnest call this morning. I cannot release information yet, but I'm going to say there's some cool stuff headed to WWE's way, especially on Netflix. Now, I can't say we're going to be all over Netflix or have our own little corner like we are on Peacock, but one thing for sure, we would not be censored. We won't have TV-14, we won't be PG, we'll be uncensored as hell on Netflix.
Oh, you heard about that. That's true.
We could cuss like a sailor on Netflix if they want to. So when the crowd says F you, they saying F you without somebody pushing the bleep button.
Well, Netflix is not Peacock.
Yeah. So one, we will not have a censor. Two, we may or may not have our own little. We may or may not be in our own little corner. So I don't know if we'll have our little corner or be all over the place or be on the main page. I don't know where that's going to be right now.
Oh, yeah, Carmella, that's who it was. She's been. She just had a baby a couple of months ago. She's also scheduled to return.
I'm glad Undertaker ain't having babies. I think those days are done. Thank you very much.
And I find, well, I don't think it's funny, but it's interesting. Shotzi's currently injured. The woman gets married, wrestles her first match, after having her honeymoon, and then gets injured.
Damn.
Terrible time.
Well, I give a shout out since we're going to be in the UK soon with AEW. So shout out to Nebula Wrestling. I found them on Facebook. I did not know they were in the UK. I said screw it. I'm gonna look up wrestling schools, see how much they cost, different tuitions and everything. I said screw it. I look up Nebula Wrestling, and I'm not aware they're in the UK. I was like, they sent me their price. I look them up, Nebula Wrestling. Oh snap, they're in the UK. If you want to know, their tuition starts at £15 per session. Over here,
wow.
$19.20. It's not bad.
Well, over there, that's pretty expensive, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, for us, that's pretty cheap as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But in the UK, it's kind of high. But if you can afford it, if you're in the UK, we're gonna be there for All In. If you can afford it, the Nebula Wrestling, their classes starts at £15 per session. A shout out to Nebula Wrestling.
That's interesting because, most people, well, I don't want to say most, but I know a lot of people, they be charging an arm and a leg for sessions.
Man, I looked up Rikishi's school. God bless Rikishi, but damn, his cost is $3,000. It's 3,300. No, throw 3,000. I'm like, what the fuck, bruh? If I move Hard Knocks Pro. Let's see here. Hard Knocks Pro. Let's see here.
I heard Seth Rollins and Becky have a school they opened up a couple of months ago. which, from what I hear, has been doing pretty well back in Seth's hometown of Iowa.
Mm. By the way, I'm gonna just put this out there. This is not to discourage anybody. When you go to wrestling school, it's not always guaranteed. You'll at the end of the school, once you get accredited and everything, that should be launched to television. But when the time does come, just prove yourself faithful. Keep coming. The first few days are always rough.
Man, after school, you're on your own.
Oh yeah.
You gotta go places, find places to work, find places to wrestle. And then over time, somebody from somewhere, from some place is going to see you, give you a chance, and you can end up being signed somewhere to somebody.
And by the way, I saw this fight with my family. It's a true story too. How Paige came up in the wrestling business when she came to the States and trained in NXT. We do not do receipts in training. We don't do that shit. Not in training, we don't. You let that shit go. You learn it.
Yeah, some people come in there and expect it to be all sunshine and rainbows, and then they'll find out real fast it ain't no joke.
Oh, yeah. And all my critics like, oh, wrestling is fake. First of all, sir, ma'am, when you train it to get there, it's as real as it can be. I slap you in the face.
I heard about that. I remember Finlay, God bless him.
Mm-hmm.
Was being interviewed by a reporter, and the reporter made the biggest mistake of his life. He asked Finlay if wrestling was fake, and Finlay's response was, "Give me your thumb." True story. He said, "Give me your thumb." The interviewer makes the mistake of giving Finlay his thumb. Finlay grabs his thumb, puts him in a hold, and as he's putting pressure on his thumb, he starts to sing. And he continues to put pressure and put pressure and put pressure until the guy is screaming out in pain and breaks his thumb intentionally on purpose. To prove a point.
Yes, sir. It's now, you put wrestling on television, just like the only difference is there's no cut. Let's start over. If you fuck up live, you fucked up live. Now, unlike most television shows, we don't have stunt people. We don't have time to reset to redo the set. We go live and we go, and there's no stopping until the show's over. And when it's over, we pack up and do it all again.
Live television.
Huh?
Live television. You can't stop live TV.
Yeah. And when it's over, you go to the next city and do it all again.
I remember there was one match that Vince McMahon didn't like so much. And it was for a TV taping. This is back in the early 90s. It was Scott Hall versus Randy Savage. Now, for whatever reason, Vince didn't like the match at all. At all. And remember, this is a taped show. Did not like the match at all. Has them go back out and redo the match.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It's like, you guys are gonna go back out there and do the match. Like, what?
Oh yeah. Even Stephanie had to do a promo with Vince and like she had to do the whole thing again.
Well, that's one of the good things about Vince being gone. He's kind of a weirdo in a way.
But I will give the devil his credit.
Of course.
I give the devil his credit because unlike most people, he'll tell you go to hell when you need to go to hell, and I'll do it to your face. If he got a problem with you, he'll tell you to your face he don't like you very much instead of that backstage bullshit. You know?
Vince will always be a genius. He was a little bit on the weird side with his rules and the things he didn't like. Like, for example, he made a list, a full-page list of words he didn't like, and everybody that worked for him was told not to say these words around him. Not just on television, but off television, around him in general. You did not want to hear those words. And if you said any of those words around him, you were punished.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Vince was a little bit on the weird side.
Oh, yeah.
For whatever reason, like some examples, he didn't like the word hospital. Instead of people saying the word hospital, everybody had to say medical facility. Instead of the word wrestler and wrestling, everybody had to say sports entertainment. So now that Vince is gone, people ain't got to worry about that no more. I remember he yelled at Michael Cole. Michael Cole told that story. His third week in the company, he says the word wrestling twice. And boy, was Vince not happy.
I mean, good God, man. It's our name, damn it.
You know, I don't like the word. I don't know what you say.
I mean, brother, that is what I don't understand. How you not like the word when it's in our freaking name?
I told you.
We're World Wrestling Entertainment, for God's sake. Is it our name? You don't like the word wrestling? You shouldn't name it that.
On the weird side.
You know? If you don't like the word wrestling, you shouldn't change the word wrestling entertainment. You should call this World Sports Entertainment or something like that.
Yeah, he's a little bit on the weird side.
Good God, man. Like, for the love of God, it's in our damn name. World Wrestling Entertainment. Bruh.
He's like, belts. I think, yeah, there's a lot of words people were told not to say. He's like, do not say any of these words on television. He's like, are you serious? And then the things this guy did, somebody made a mistake, he would yell in their ear over the microphone backstage. He calls Mick Foley to quit being a commentator. Like, you keep saying the words I don't want you to say. And if you know what, this isn't for me, I quit. He's like, I'm tired of you yelling in my ear. And that's how Mick ended up in TNA.
I remember that, man.
He quit WWE, went to TNA. He's like, yeah, I'm done. I quit. I can't do this no more. It's like, this commentating stuff is not for me, and you're driving me up a wall. You're pissing me off with these stupid words and these stupid rules that make no sense. I'm done.
Now, of course, I'll say it again, cause not to repeat myself, I'll say it again, cause it's true. Though that is the case, Vince also was no either straight shooter, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, unlike most people with backstage bull crap, Vince told you like it was to your face. But most people would throw a rock and hide. Vince McMahon, he didn't like you to your face. He'll tell you straight to your face, I don't like you.
That's true. And if you did something that was the shits, he's gonna tell you. Like, that was fucking terrible, he said to somebody. Oh, yeah, I think it was Bruce Pritchard who told that story. He was doing a promo, and Vince didn't like it and said that was effing terrible.
Yeah.
That's why you're going to do it over. Yeah, you're going to do it over. Sometimes trying to rid Vince doesn't always work neither.
Yeah.
Vince likes to have fun. I've always heard Vince is one of the boys. Vince be pulling pranks on his own wrestlers. He pranks his own wrestlers. You don't see a lot of bosses do that.
Nah. I don't think there's anywhere in the world you can prank your boss and still have a job.
Yeah, he pranks his wrestlers, and his wrestlers prank him. Undertaker was like, he knew better not to prank me.
But I tell you, man, like over every certain spots here in Dallas, Texas, and different places, it's officially back to school. Back to school. It's started getting session, and Walmart still got you covered, man. We got stuff Everybody had that moment in their life that they procrastinate and they do stuff at the last say. You got a project due literally tomorrow, and you used to get it started tonight. For example, Walmart got you covered. They got you covered on school supplies, project supplies. She didn't have project supplies the first day of school. In case you got to do a project first day of school, they got you covered for that too. We got pencils, we got papers, we got markers, we got tablets, all much more. Walmart, save money, and live a whole lot better. And of course, hang on a second, pull these people out. She knows about now. Hang on a second here.
I love Walmart.
Huh?
I said I love Walmart.
Oh yeah, man. And by the way, I'm not just blowing smoke. I actually shop at Walmart all the time. I live 3 minutes from Walmart around the corner in my house right here.
You lucky. I'm jealous.
I'm not just blowing smoke. I actually literally spend money at Walmart.
Being in Texas, I was always far from Walmart.
Yeah.
But I did go there often.
I don't people think, oh, he just kissed Walmart's ass. No, I actually do shop Walmart all the time. They're not paying me for this, so just that's telling you a whole lot right there.
Yeah, I shop at Walmart too. I haven't been to a store since the last time I was in. I think I was in New Jersey. Was the last time I was at an actual Walmart store.
That's it.
But there's always Walmart online, which I do.
Oh yeah. Well, also Reservation brought to you by Backup Deliveries and More LLC. They put the D in delivery. You have a city license and you can drive trucks and you want to get paid. You call 888-71 Backup, the 888-712-2587 or 817-204-7259. We got backup.com.
Tomorrow is going to be a pretty interesting SmackDown. Roman Reigns will be on SmackDown tomorrow night.
Hopefully we have more questions than we have more answers than we have questions. So hopefully we'll get to that.
The big dog returns to SD. And he's going to bring up and talk about. And he is the tribal chief, not a pretender like Solo.
And question for you: has anybody heard, seen, or checked on Paul Heyman? See Paul Heyman since May.
And we do got to mention, of course, we all know that Raw is moving to Netflix January 2025. And, of course, let's not forget SmackDown will be returning. It's going to be in September. And NXT is going to be on the CW October 1st.
Uh-huh.
So, starting in October 1st, NXT will be on the CW network. And, of course, SmackDown is going to return to the USA network. And John Cena, who announced that he will be on the very first Raw when it debuts on Netflix. So Big Match John is going to be on that episode's Raw. And this year marks the 25th anniversary of SmackDown. WWE.com has a best of, it's basically photos of some of SmackDown's most memorable moments. I don't know what they're going to do on television. Maybe they'll have a little special, which hasn't been announced yet. But I think we'll find out in the coming weeks what they're going to have planned for SmackDown.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
25 years. I still remember the first one.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Especially the main event. Shawn Michaels screwing The Rock out of the WWE title. And hitting The Rock with sweet chin music and costing him the WWE title. It's like, I am not going to allow you to beat Triple H and take the title.
Mm-hmm.
Damn near kicked The Rock's head off, too. No, The Rock was actually really angry about that when he went backstage. Like, you really kicked my head off.
Hey, two questions for you here. First off, if you heard, if anyone's checked on, heard or seen from Paul Heyman.
Nope.
How?
You know, Paul Heyman is not a social media person. He stays off social media. He stays off the internet. No one has seen or heard from him since. We're not going to see or hear from him until he returns.
Somebody sounds so super something. Lord have mercy. And also, like, I want to know this on personal. Like, if AEW, if they put all the line like WWE, and they went public, would you consider investing in them?
No.
Out. Interesting.
Well, they haven't been around long enough.
Yeah, I got a point.
Haven't been around long enough. See, I'm the type of person, I don't jump into something that just started. After a couple of years or some time, then I can be like, okay, now I'm ready to get into this thing. Just, for example, in that stupid, what's that thing, what's that thing they had us take? The needle thing, the shot.
What's it called? The vaccine thing?
I don't know why I can't remember it. It'll come to me later
The
on.
vaccine thing?
Yeah, there you go, the vaccine.
Yeah.
If it was up to me, I would have waited to take that, but they basically forced everybody to do it.
Well,
It was wrong of them.
they didn't force shit, man. It's up to you, bro. You know.
It was wrong of them to do it, but the way they did it was smart. It was wrong, but the way they did it was smart. And I'll tell you how they did it. See, since they couldn't come out and outright say, you gotta take this or else, what they did was they took everything away from people. You couldn't do nothing without getting vaccinated. You couldn't go to a library. You couldn't go to the movies. You couldn't go to a swim. You couldn't go anywhere. And then what they did, which I thought was pretty downright wrong, was you couldn't even go to work. If you didn't get vaccinated, you was going to lose your job. Once they did that, then that's when I actually got vaccinated.
Well,
Now, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have done it that hard.
personally, I
By them doing that, that's how they forced us.
well, I decided that my vaccination was a choice for me personally, because first of all, nobody knew what the hell to do with this thing, you know, with this COVID thing. Nobody knew what the hell's going on with this thing, so we didn't take no chances. But hey, it's his own. Secondly, I'm saying this. I'm gonna get off that subject. I'm talking about the rest of the side of the COVID. I'm saying this right quick. I'm talking about the rest of the side of COVID. Obama had a team of people to prevent this very thing from happening, and Trump fired them, and boom, it happened. Also, now the rest of the side, I give old man Vince credit for doing the impossible with bullshit. Okay, this dude made chicken salad out of chicken shit. You feel me?
Sure did.
Everybody else waved the right flag and said, man, screw it. Show some reruns or something. The damn Super Bowl was in question. Everything you thought was for sure was maybe to, I don't know. To, you know what? Screw it. Who knows? Vince said, you know what? Fuck that. Vince took his shit, went to the kitchen, put it in the pot, cleaned it up, washed it off, gave you chicken salad.
I give him all the credit in the world for that.
Yeah.
No, look how many businesses was affected by this COVID thing. I mean, you had movie companies and TV companies and movies and TV shows being put on hold and movies and TV shows being canceled because of it.
Mm-hmm. Now I pray we never go back to empty arenas again. But that was a hot mess, man. Cause like, bruh, imagine winning your first world championship. Shout out to Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar for carrying us during those times. Imagine winning your first championship and nobody in the building, no cheering, no booing, no nothing.
That was a tough period. That was a tough time.
Yeah. Hopefully we never go back to those times, man.
That scares me thinking about it.
Yeah.
It was a very, very interesting time.
Every time I
saw the Roxanne Perez, by the way, who's on the cover of this month.
on cover of what?
Pro Wrestling Illustrated. The only wrestling magazine we have left, and they're still going strong, and they've been going strong since 1979. And I'm glad to see that there's still one magazine around.
I would love it if we could either in print or digital. If we could possibly, even though Hugh Hefner's gone in heaven and play in heaven, we can drop the PG and renew our relationship with Playboy.
I ended their association with Playboys because they went PG.
And maybe we drop the PG, we can renew that, you know?
Oh, who knows?
And maybe, just maybe, not it probably won't happen anyway, but just maybe, we can go digital and be part of OnlyFans.
We don't need them being sex workers.
I'm just saying, you know? I'm just saying we go digital and part of OnlyFans. Now,
I could definitely see Raw going back to TV.
Now, parental password will be required. If they do that. A password will be required for parental control.
I think that would actually help.
Yeah.
I think WWE should have something that's TU14. Instead of all their programming being PG, all of it doesn't have to be that way.
And I'm not saying 2006 kind of take your clothes off and be kind of, you know, like that kind of, you know. I'm like what I'm saying is sex sells, but not actually having. You can be sexy, but not too sexy, you know.
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah, like halfway, and as far as you go, like boom, like how about like top off, boom, that's far enough. Boom, there you go. Top off, boom.
Speaking of boom, I know New Japan is having a boom right now because they just started their G1 Climax tournament. So they got a series of shows, and those shows are going to focus on the G1 Climax, which is one of the largest wrestling tournaments in all of wrestling. And of course, the winner of that tournament will go on to face the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion at Wrestle Kingdom on January the 4th.
January 4th. Please tell me what you call his Dynamite tournament.
Who?
I don't know. The guy does it every year. He wins every year. I don't know his name. He's doggone president now.
Oh no, I don't think he's in the tournament.
He wins every year.
He doesn't win every year. He's won it 4 times. Hiroshi Tanahashi.
There you go, that guy.
Former 8-time world champion, a Grand Slam champion. He's won every title in that company.
Yeah.
One of my personal favorites out of Japan. Still wrestles, but not as much. He's a part-timer now that he's president of the company.
You know, I still watch Wrestle Kingdom from this year. From this year, every once in a while, I put that on. It's a nice 5 hours, so I slapped that on.
It was a long show.
You know.
You had an awesome match against Matt Riddle, by the way, on that show. But anyway, yeah, he's now a part-timer. Interesting seeing Matt Riddle wrestle now. And here's the thing, I know nowadays with these wrestling fans, you know, everybody that leaves WWE or gets fired, everybody immediately expects them to go to AEW. I like the fact that they're showing people that that's not always the case.
Uh-huh.
Like, you look at Dolph Ziggler, he's in TNA. You look at Matt Riddle, he's in New Japan. Mustafa Ali's in TNA.
Yeah.
The Grizzled Young Veterans, remember them? From NXT?
Oh, yeah.
They're in TNA.
There's one tag team that's so ironic because they're literally, you literally forget about them, the Forgotten Sons or something like that.
Oh yeah, I don't know what. Well, I know one of them is in TNA. Steve Macklin, former world champion, and he is married to sexy ass Deonna Purrazzo.
That son of a bitch.
A little but she's still sexy.
Sir, no, she's thick. Thank you very much. That's difference.
And that ain't thick, that's fat. And look at her stomach. There's a difference between being fat and being thick. Like that's fat. Like she's not Nia Jax fat, but like she's got some fat on her. She's got some fat, but she's still sexy though. But yeah, he's married to her, and of course, I'm surprised she didn't stay in TNA, by the way. You know, her husband, being at her husband there, I expected her to stay, but she went to AEW. I sometimes don't get it, like why these people just don't stay with their significant others instead of branching off and going elsewhere. You see these couples in different companies, like you got Selena Vega and Malachi Black, they're married. Of course, Malachi Black, formerly Aleister Black of WWE, he's in AEW. Buddy Murphy, AEW, his wife Rhea Ripley, WWE. I can't say Andrade because he returned to WWE, so he's reunited with his wife Charlotte Flair. You got Matt Cardona, the former Zack Ryder, who not only wrestles in the Indies, but he also works for both the NWA and TNA, and you have his wife Chelsea Green in WWE. So that kind of, how can I forget about Keith Lee and Mia Yim? Keith Lee in AEW, Mia Yim, Michin, WWE. Yeah, I find that very interesting. Like, how do they see each other? It's their own separate schedules and working for other companies. So yeah, I just find that very interesting. But the big dog is returning. And of course, we're going to get a big interview and a big celebration from Nia Jax, who's going to have her championship celebration after winning the championship at SummerSlam. And we're going to hear from LA Knight. And we're going to hear from the returning Roman Reigns. So SmackDown's definitely going to be an interesting show.
Yeah.
But looks like it's time for us to get out of here. I just think at the time we have gone over.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, squeezed all we can out of this thing right here. We'll see you guys tomorrow on SmackDown. We got Collision. We got Rampage. We got your fix, if you will. We'll see you guys this weekend. Have a great weekend. We'll see you when we can.
Take care, people.
See ya.